Hey guys, okay, so you see here I've cooked up some sausage, and I'm just going to get these little crumbles out, and I'm going to leave all my little fat rendering in the skillet. I'm going to show you how to make your own gravy for biscuit and gravy, okay? Now I just had my daughter make some homemade biscuits, and I'm going to pop those in the oven in just a moment. First, I want to get this gravy made for you, and if I would have used a bigger spatula, this would be a little bit faster. Okay, so the first thing that's going to go in here is about 2 tablespoons of butter. As soon as that butter is all melted, you're going to toss in 2 tablespoons of flour, okay? So 1, and that's 2, okay? And that's going to thicken right up, as you know from my other videos, okay? And I left part of my butter out, that's okay. Okay, see how this soaked up all that good old meat juice? That's the part I wanted you guys to see, okay? I'm going to soak it all up. And I'm having to do this kind of fast because my heat is still really hot from my cooking my sausage, okay? So, got that all done. Now, I'm about to add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, okay? Help cool the skillet, pull this pan off a little bit. And we'll just stir, stir, stir. And let it melt, okay? Now, if you don't have a lot of flavor in the sausage, the type of sausage that you use, this is still a little hotter than I want it to be, but we'll get the burner turned down. That should do it. Okay, so like I was saying, if you don't have a lot of flavor in your sausage and you think you may need a little bit more flavor, what you want to do is you want to take and add a lot of seasonings. There's a lot of flavor in my sausage, so I don't necessarily need to add a lot of seasonings. But what I am going to add is my second 1/2 cup, making that 1 whole cup of heavy whipping cream, okay? Ah, see how much calmer that is now? And now all I have to do is just stir to get rid of the lumps. Okay, now, like I said, there's a lot of flavor in my sausage. I make a spicy sausage. So, I don't have to do a lot of seasoning. The only thing I really need to add to this would be quite possibly a little sea salt, which I'll go ahead and throw that in now. And that's just a little. So a little bit of sea salt helps. It goes a long way, trust me. Now we're up to 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. If you're using milk, which you can, you're going to double up any heavy whipping cream you see me use in the video, okay? And you could also mix it up and do a little of both. You see, right now this gravy is very thick, okay? So, just to show you an example, instead of adding more heavy whipping cream, I'm going to now add a 1/2 cup of milk. Alright. And I'm pouring a little bit at a time to show you how it will thin out really, really easily. I like to mix it up because heavy whipping cream is really expensive. I love it, but it's expensive. And I use it a lot since personally I'm doing low carb right now. And heavy whipping cream doesn't have carbs. So I have to use a lot of heavy whipping cream for me. So So I try to go sparingly when I'm using it for the kids, which is who this dish is for. Okay. See how good that's looking? This is just 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and half a cup of regular old whole milk, okay? So now we have a nice smooth gravy. And if you want your gravy to be thinner, you add more milk. Easy. You cannot mess this up, okay? It's very easy. Now that you see how thick and luscious that gravy is, I'm going to get ready to let my daughter throw in her biscuits. And while her biscuits go in, I'm going to sprinkle on some black pepper. Okay, now we have her biscuits in the oven. I have my black pepper in my gravy. And now it's just time to add my sausage back in. Okay. Let's see, we're going to have a nice thick gravy on these biscuits. So, like I said, if you need to thin it, do your milk before you throw in your sausage. But I want my gravy to be just a little bit thick. But just, I'm going to show you too. Let's say you get your sausage in here and it's still too thick. I'm going to show you how easy it is to thin it and that you cannot mess it up. I'm going to add some more milk. Okay. That's a 1/4. And I'm going to stir. What am I talking about here? See, you won't mess this up because it's all homemade, okay? Homemade is a lot more forgiving. And that's the other 1/4 cup. So now you have a cup of milk, a cup of heavy whipping cream, and a nice thin yet thick gravy, okay? Sausage gravy. And also, if you don't have enough flavor in your sausage, another thing that you could add is bacon. Because bacon makes everything better. Just take in cooked bacon with your sausage and you have a really good flavor. But just to kind of show you the thickness, okay? Yeah, buddy. So we're good to go. Now we'll just wait on her biscuits and I'll show you the plate.